This is number 4. So I'm probably just gonna go with it. So hi BookTube. Today I'm going to film, well, since you're watching this, I've already filmed it, but this is the Book Junkie Trials Winter Quest Scavenger Hunt. The Book Junkie Trials took place this summer, in which the scribes, mages, rogues, and the bards, we competed to find the Bookie Grail, and the team that got the most points won. The bards won. Congratulations. And now, while we were all celebrating having a month full of reading, we was betrayed, and we were all put to sleep, and our demons were taken from us. And now we have woken up, and we need to prepare to save them. So this is the scavenger hunt tag, and I'm just going to start because, as I said, number 4, my patience is running thin. And I really don't have any other option to film it today. So yeah, let's do this. So the first prompt is, you will be crossing the Eastern Sea. You'll need a boat. And this is I'm just going to go with it. The Got a Prayer by Garrett Hanrahan. This is a high fantasy that takes place in the city of Gordon, and it's a city that basically is outside the city borders. There's a war happening, and the city is kind of, I would say, dark from what I remember reading, because I'm not reading the Goodreads description again. I want to go in as blind as I can. But basically, something is stirring inside some catacombs or tunnels underneath the city, and 3 thieves needs to figure everything out. Otherwise, Gordon's streets will run with blood. That was the sentence that got me like, mine. So yeah, first book, and the boat is here. I'm just gonna go with this floor. The next one is, to be underdressed in oak eaves is an offense. Wear something elaborately designed. This was one book that as soon as I got it, I was like, I need this just for aesthetics, because I had seen the actual book itself for a pretty good price, but I was like, oh, I can wait. Then I saw this one. There was a sale happening, and I was like, mine. And it's The Art of War by Sun Tzu. This comes in this sleeve, and then when you pull it out, you have this silk or satiny dress book with gold lettering. It's amazing. I love it, and I'm scared to read it. I have not read this. I need to read this particular edition personally, but I need to wash my hands, no grease on them, because I really don't want to destroy this book. But it's gorgeous, and I also like the part of dressed, and this is dressed in fabric, so I like that. So that's for that front. Then we have, oh, you need wood to keep the beacon of hope lit. I like when I saw Rachel film the tag, and yeah, beacon. The picture she used, I mean. So this is 91, Handbok i överlevnad. Yeah, oh, clear. This is basically, 91 is a comic about mainly these two. This is 91, Manden, as he's named. I was going to say Cole, but he's actually named that. And my dad used to read all of them, so I read them as well. This is basically in several of the books. They were, yeah, it was this survival guide with actual real survival tips. And yeah, I really like this, and when I saw this I think I got this second hand, I needed to get it. But as you can see, there's wood, and they are actually in a wood. Next is, to work with the Serpentine Alliance. You first need to master the language. Speak with their own dragons, water dragons. This is The Hobbit, the Swedish translation, and this is the new covers. Love these covers. And yeah, it's a dragon on it. And if you haven't heard of The Hobbit, or the alternative English title is There and Back Again, I think, then okay. You are probably the most unspoiled person ever. Except if you haven't heard about what happens in Star Wars, but that's a different thing. Next, tell the deers at Rural Haven that you are thankful with a gift of starlight. This is Relic by Alan Dean Foster. It has, I don't know if you can see, but that's a planet. I was going to say moon. It looks more like a normal planet, and then everything is like covered in small stars. This book is about a man being the last human in space, and he's found, or basically a science experiment, and basically like a zoo animal, and he really don't care about the continuous survival of humankind. He's the last one. Let humankind die with him. But the aliens manage to bribe him and tell him that they will do their utmost to find the planet where humans first came from. So basically, this is a search for Earth. And that premise just made me go, ooh. But it has stars and it counts. I have not read that. I need to read that. In order to gain entry, show Eastern Escape that you're an ally of person of colors, POCs. This is Analfabeten som kunde räkna by Jonas Johansson. Jonasson, not Johansson, whatever. Yeah, this is the illiterate that could count. If I just straight out translate it, I don't know if that's actually the title in English, but this is about the main character, who I really unfortunately won't even dare to say how her name should be pronounced. But basically, she don't know how to read, she don't know how to write, but she's really good with numbers. And someone finds that out, and things roll from there. I have not read this. This is a contemporary. I am not a contemporary person, so it keeps on being on my shelf. I do want to read it though, because I've heard that it's good. But person of color on the cover. Lay flowers at grave's end for those already passed amongst the demons. And this is Bröderna Lejonhjärta by Astrid Lindgren. Brother Lionheart, I think it's the translation, and a bunch of, I think it's apple blossoms. So I'm gonna say it's apple blossoms, and it's all over the book. So it counts for that. This book is about two brothers in the afterlife world of Nangiala. Why did I hesitate? I'm a Swede. It would be extremely unfortunate if I don't know the name of this. But Nangiala, and it takes place in that world. So I think it's very also fitting for the theme of this. But next one. Whilst hiding from the frost giants, keep warm with fire. And this is book 3. Book 3 in the Mallorean series by David and Lee Eddings, to be precise. The Demon Lord of Karanda is the English title, and the what's the English word for now? I have absolutely no idea. But he's juggling with balls made of fire. Would highly recommend this author, by the way. This, however, is the second series, so you need to read the Bulgarian series first. But to be fair, I would say that the series that start with the Diamond Throne is a better series because the Bulgarian series was his first one. They are basically like YA, written before YA was a thing. According to me, people might disagree. Oh, then we have something that I'm kind of ashamed that I haven't finished, but rebuild some of the desolate ruins with vines. This is Wundersmeden by Jessica Townsend. Wondersmith in English. I DNF'd this halfway through because I got stressed out during a readathon and I just haven't picked it up. I enjoyed it, but right at that point it's slightly boring. Last, I'm not even going to attempt to say it, that word, but there is vines on this building and here, vines. And that's a sequel to Nevermore. Next, gather the bones of demonic residue. We will bury our demons in our lands. And this is Alta Gift, om dödliga ämnen och deras roll i historien by Ulle Mattsson. Everything is poison, about lethal substances and their role in history. And we have a skeleton right here on the spine. I bought it because it was pretty. And because I have an unhealthy want to know more about poisons. I blame it on the fact that I'm a Slytherin. And then the last book. For the Dark Shard, you will have to sneak. Cloak yourself in a black robe. De odöda by Johan Egerkrans. The English title, and this is available in English, is The Undead, and this is black, and it's about the undead. The art style is beautiful just because of that. There's a chicken. But the art style is beautiful. I'm going to see. I don't want to have something too creepy. Unfortunately, this is called The Undead, so obviously everything... Oh, let's go with the dinosaur. The one that looks like a dinosaur. Yeah. But yeah, they are... It's just beautiful. I love the art style on this, and I would actually recommend it. So, those are all the prep I need for the take part in the Winter Quest. And then to declare my TBR, I'm going to do a Buddha read over at Discord. I'm going to link everything down below, by the way, but yeah, whatever. So the book I'm going to read, and this will fulfill all prompts, it's The Wicked and the Divine, the Faust Act by Gillen McKelvey and Wilson Cowles. And yeah, this covers all prompts, so if you want to join this Buddha read, we would happy to have you. Everything is linked down below. And now I'm going to take a deep breath and hope that I don't need to do this a fifth time. Yay. Bye.